Alright. You know I gotta put content out this morning, okay? Okay, Cat, C-A-T. I see you. Alright, let me put this out real quick. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. I have the cat here sitting, laying in my lap here. Yeah, yeah, you. Anyway, let me see if I can get this done here. I got something for you little Zotac fans. Listen to this. Zotac Zone 2 demoed with Manjaro Linux and an Amoled panel, 12 core Zen 5 CPU, 32 gigs, 32 gigs of RAM under the hood. Well, Steam Deck can do 32 gigs of RAM, you know. But anyway, it says here in the pipeline for the launch sometime later this year. It says here Zotac Computex 2025 booth has a beautiful handheld for showcase, pairing a 7-inch AMOLED panel with AMD powerful Ryzen AI HX370 APU from the Strix Point family, breaking from Windows and SteamOS. Zotac has opted for Manjaro Linux as the operating system. The handheld is currently called the Zone 2, but its final name, pricing, and availability are still unconfirmed. Zotac original Zone 1 handheld debuted in September last year. It's powered by AMD last gen Ryzen 7 8840U. Introduced in December 2023, Zotac has clearly been on a slower release schedule compared to the competition. Initially revealed at CES in January, Zotac has once again showcased the expected follow-up to the Zone 1 at Computex. Their representative confirmed that the Zone 2 designation isn't final, but that's what it will likely be called, with an expected launch of Windows sometimes later this year. The AMD Ryzen AI 9HX370 APU powering this handheld features a 12-core 4X Zen 4X Zen 5 plus 8X Zen 5C layout, and the Radeon 8090M 12CU iGPU, along with a 50 TOP capable NPU, while other alternatives are sticking to the handheld focus on the conservative panel. Ryzen Z2 Extreme. Zotac is choosing the faster and potentially more expensive option. 24/32 gigs of LPDDR5X memory option complements this with a 1 terabyte PCIe 4.0 and an M.2 2280 SSD that is user upgradable. And then it says here one of the most important highlights is the 7-inch 1080p AMOLED touch display, offering a 120 Hz refresh rate and its peak brightness and support for HDR. Similar to the Nintendo Switch, Zotac has equipped this handheld with a built-in kickstand to meet your table gaming requirements. It sports 2 touchpads, Hall effect joysticks and triggers, dual stage adjustable, along with a radial dial beneath the joystick. And then it says the handheld is powered by immutable version of Manjaro Linux, featuring KDE Plasma 6 desktop environment. Similar to Valve SteamOS, the device will likely use Proton for game compatibility, which means it will face the same anti-cheat limitations in multiplayer games such as other Steam-based systems, though other titles should work without any hiccups. Similar to the Steam Deck, you do have the option to switch to Windows or any other operating system for the matter. Backed by a 48.5 watt Lion battery, the system offers similar playtime to the original Zone 1 FIO if you get a UHSI no UHS 2 micro SD card slot, or a 3.5 millimeter jack, and several USB 4 40 gigabytes per second ports. Wireless connectivity is provided by Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2 option. At the back, we can spot 2 additional buttons, toggles for the dual triggers, and a mesh style design for heat dissipation. You can expect more details leading up to Zotac's global launch whenever it happens. And any comments from the readers? Let's see, what do we got here? Fran said this: "Sorry, Zotac, but I'll still use my Steam Deck. It does look great to me, though. Specs and visual features look nice. Battery, though, I hope they try to pack the biggest battery they can get with it." Yeah. All right, listen up, buddy. Listen up. Oh, that's the end of the article. Listen up. I'm holding you with one arm right now, and you're laying on my lap. I know you're. I know. What you gonna do? Uh-oh. All right. See ya. You want to sleep on my shirt? There. There you go. Oh, he's going over there. All right, now, but that's the end of the article. Yeah, that cat was sleeping on my lap. But that's the end of the article. But basically, this handheld, what it comes with, what am I looking at here? So it has D-pad. It has a D-pad, and then the analog. It's like the D-pad is here, the analog is here, but there's another button. On the opposite side, you got the 4 buttons and then the analog stick. And then you got 2 touch pads like the Steam Deck under the analog stick. And then you got 1 button on the left under the touch pad, and another button under the touch pad. So, and that's your Zotac Zone. Plus, it has triggers. So, but this is coming with a Zen 5, you know. So I mean, I think they did this to keep up with the times, you know, based on the specs that you're talking about. Let's see, what do we got here? We got here what 12? It says feature 12 cores, 4x Zen 5 plus 8x Zen 5C. So they're using the latest. Plus they got a 24 gig variant and 32 gig variant. And they're using M.2 2280. Comes with a 1 terabyte PCIe SSD, and user upgradable too. So that means you can put 2 terabytes in there if you want to. And of course, it has a 7-inch screen, 1080p Amoled, 120 hertz refresh rate. Steam Deck can do that. HDR, yeah, yeah. What else? Of course, it's using Manjaro Linux, so it's part of the Linux family now. It's just like the Legion Go S and the Orange Pi that needs to come out. They keep delaying this thing, and of course the Steam Deck. So yeah, nice little and of course it comes with the I/O ports, micro SD card slot, 3.5 millimeter jack for your headphones. You got USB 4.0, so 40 gigabytes per second. Nice, and this is supposed to be coming out this year, so nice little handheld, man, with some beefed up specs. but now but like the commenter said in the what he said sorry Zotac, but I'll still use my Steam Deck. So yeah. He said it does look great to him, but though the specs and visual features look nice, battery though, I hope they try to pack the biggest battery they can get away with. So yeah, the Zotac fans are gonna like it though. That's for sure. The fans that bought the first Zotac one, they're gonna like it. They're gonna like it. So they got a newer model now that can keep up with today's gaming. So yeah, and they're using Linux, so they, like the article said, they might face the same anti-cheat like Linux been facing, but with them using Manjaro Linux, is to broaden the Linux gaming user base horizon. So yeah, give people choices. Now you got the Steam Deck, you got the Legion Go S, then you have the Orange Pi that needs to come out. These developers keep delaying this thing, and now the Zotac, now Zotac, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Now, nice talking to you people again. Chris, the Star Wars Star Trek fan, board Dark Side. Go home. Peace.